miss me?
Hey Bama fans, sorry it has been so long since I have posted my radio show on here, but here they are in their entirety. I have been busy securing a new job while trying to keep my show going. If you would like to help me get balanced, there will be a link in the description of this video to give your support. I truly do appreciate the help, and thank you for being a fan. God bless, and roll tide.
Good morning and welcome to the BAMA C show. Thanks for tuning in. It has been a great week of training and relaxing for our Crimson Tide, and BAMA C has put together his pre-game thoughts. So, take it away, BAMA C. Let's hear it.
Hey Bama fans, it was a good bye week for our guys, getting rested and healed up, as well as having an extra week to practice and get ready for Ole Miss. Ole Miss is looking pretty good this season, considering they have really only had two somewhat good teams to go up against, like Boise State and Vandy. So we will be their first real team to test how good they have actually gotten. They have blown a lot of smoke, and it is time for the Crimson Tide to hose off their fire and put them out as loud as possible in their own house. They haven't beat Alabama since 2003. That's over 4,000 days ago. So I am looking for a high score, not a shutout, although our defense could probably do it. The Rebels will get their points, if any, in the fourth quarter, near the end of the game. Our guys will be ready to get out of there by then and might start loosening up, and that's when the Rebels will get their points in the fourth quarter. Hopefully not, but that is what I'm thinking. Bo Wallace just hasn't been consistent in his accuracy. He is overthrowing his receivers or underthrowing, and when he does that during our game, I hope Landon Collins, Nick Perry, or Geno Smith are there for the pick six. That will shut the fans up from yelling in their stadium, and watch in the third quarter as the Ole Miss fans start leaving after we have made a good double-digit lead on their Rebels. Looking forward to watching it. It will be on CBS at 2:30 p.m. Central, as well as right here on ESPN 1400 AM, with the voice of the Crimson Tide, Eli Gold. Hope you are able to watch or tune in here and enjoy the game as we march for our 16th national championship. Until my next episode, God bless and roll tide.
Thanks for tuning in for the BAMA C show. Be sure to tell your friends and family to tune in every Saturday at 6:56 a.m. The BAMA C show was created and is written by Daniel Mahon. Remember to visit BAMA C on Facebook and like his page, as well as subscribing to his YouTube channel. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great day, and roll tide roll. Good morning and welcome to the BAMA C show. Thanks for tuning in. It was a sad day for the Crimson Tide fans, but I won't get into it. I will leave that to BAMA C. So, tell us, BAMA C, how did you feel about it?
Hey Bama fans, this was a game that I was not too happy about, but I got over it. I think as Alabama fans, we are used to winning, And when we lose, we take it harder than a team that is used to losing. With that said, let's go ahead and get to the highlights. With 3:44 left in the second quarter, Sims sneaks in for the touchdown on the left side, making the defense believe we were going up the middle, making the first touchdown of the game. That was so funny. Even the camera guy thought the ball was going to the middle. Anyway, Cyrus Jones snags a fumble and runs it in for the touchdown right at the end of the half. And the halftime score was 14-3 Bama. In the second half, the only points that we were able to score was by Griffith, and that was for a 45-yard field goal. And at the end, the score was 17-23 Rebels. In this game, we had several of our guys get hurt. Kelly, our center, Duval, and Drake. Drake had to be airlifted to St. Vincent's Hospital in Birmingham for a broken leg and a dislocated ankle. He was sent home on Monday the 6th and posted on his Twitter, "Good to be home, good to be in his own bed," as well as saying that he was too blessed to be stressed. He said later on he was ready for next season because he was going to dominate when he got back on the field. I want to thank everyone that prayed for Drake, Kelly, and Duval. Your prayers were well received. Kelly and Duval should be back in a few weeks. And Drake's doctors were surprised how quick his leg is mending from the trauma of being broke. Prayer is a powerful thing, and I thank those Tide faithful for that. We have Arkansas next, and I am so ready for that game. I heard a Razorback fan crying after the Ole Miss loss, saying, "Great, we will be the rebound game. We are in so much trouble." I said, "Yep, you are. But at least our defense isn't going to try and cripple your players like Ole Miss's defense has been coached to do." I don't know if you watched that game as close as I did, but did you notice that their defense would try to twist our receivers and our running backs' ankles after the tackle? That's why Yeldon and Henry always jumped up after the play to get away from them. It was sickening, but hopefully the NCAA gets a hold of that and crushes it. And I'm not going to say anything else about it. Not worth it. Alright, Arkansas. Their game will be on ESPN at 6 p.m. as well as right here on ESPN 1400 AM, listening to the voice of the Crimson Tide, Eli Gold. Hope you will tune in and show your pride for the Tide. Until my next episode, God bless and roll Tide.
Thanks for tuning in for the BAMA C Show. Be sure to tell your friends and family to tune in every Saturday at 6:56 a.m. The BAMA C Show was created and is written by Daniel Mahon. Remember to visit BAMA C on Facebook and like his page, as well as subscribing to his YouTube channel. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great day, and roll Tide roll. Good morning and welcome to the BAMA C Show. Thanks for tuning in. We had a real nail-biter of a game with Arkansas. And with his scope of the game, here is BAMA C.
Hey Bama fans, we got the win, and that is the main thing. Our defense held it together and got the win for us. I know we have lost a few guys due to injuries, but our offense has to step it up. Special teams big time as well. I will not understand why they would stay close to the ball for it to touch them on a punt and create more downs for Arkansas. Get away from the ball if you can't field it. Seriously. Anyway, I'm not going to ramble on about it. It is a discipline issue, and Saban will get that taken care of. On with the highlights. Yeldon makes the first touchdown of the game with 8:26 on the clock in the second quarter. Arkansas also gets a touchdown, but our defense is able to block the extra point, leading us into halftime with a score of 7-6. Bama. In the second half, White catches the ball in the end zone while falling on his back. That was an awesome catch. With time ticking down, Arkansas's quarterback throws the ball half field for his receiver to run in for the touchdown to win the game. But Landon Collins jumps in between the ball and the receiver, making an interception and saving the win for Alabama. Great play, Collins, and the fans are grateful for the save. Now, I'm a fan of Sims and believe he has earned the position of quarterback, having waited so patiently for his chance to start. So, with that said, I have no idea what he was doing on the field as far as his scheme set and everything goes. Why are you going to jump straight up on a quarterback sneak? Who does that? Sims, dude, what gives? Bring your shoulders down and drive your feet for the first down. I couldn't believe it. I had to watch the replay that he really just did that. I thought Kiffin and Saban were going to both just keel over with the look on their faces. that part was kind of funny, but still. I mean, Sims, man, I know this is your first season starting and only your second road game. And that was awesome how you were keeping your line positive on the sideline. But you have to deliver also to keep the line. I hope y'all work hard on this for Texas A&M at home, because they got us at home before. And we had the declaration of never again. So let's hold to that and stomp them with our traditional way of football. And that is to dominate the line of scrimmage and to make the opponent quit. The game against Texas A&M will be on CBS at 2:30 Central. I would probably suggest that the fans would mute your TV and tune to us here at ESPN 1400 AM and listen to the voice of the Crimson Tide, Eli Gold, because honestly there is nothing Vern Lundquist has to say that we want to hear anyway. So until my next episode, God bless and roll Tide.
Thanks for tuning in for the BAMA C Show. Be sure to tell your friends and family to tune in every Saturday at 6:56 a.m. The BAMA C Show was created and is written by Daniel Mahon. Remember to visit BAMA C on Facebook and like his page, as well as subscribing to his YouTube channel. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great day, and roll Tide roll. Good morning and welcome to the BAMA C Show. Thanks for tuning in. Bryant-Denny Stadium erupted as the Rammer Jammer was yelled at the defeated Texas A&M fans and players. And with the highlights of the game, here is BAMA C.
Hey Bama fans, it was an awesome night at Bryant-Denny Stadium, and I do believe that a statement was made in that game, and that is that Alabama is still strong and the giant has been awoken in T-Town. Here is the highlights of the game against Texas A&M. Griffith makes a field goal after the first possession drive was stalled at the 4-yard line. The Bama defense gives its first 3 and out of many to the Texas A&M offense. From the 9-yard line, Yeldon rushes into the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. Yeldon again runs up the middle from the 1-yard line for his second touchdown. Sims calls his own number by tucking in the ball and runs into the end zone from the 36-yard line for his own touchdown. Henry runs in from the 8-yard line for his own touchdown as well. Cooper makes a catch in the end zone for a touchdown. And Henry again catches the ball on the run into the end zone for his second touchdown of the game. And at the half, we have a score of 45-0 Bama. In the second half, Cooper makes an awesome catch on the run, entering the end zone for his second touchdown of the game as well. Ragland makes an awesome interception, saving a touchdown from Texas A&M. And in our last score of the game, Flournoy Smith makes a nice catch thrown by Coker into the end zone for a touchdown. At the end of the game, it was a shutout score of 59-0 Bama. I kept saying it. They have it in them to be great. They just needed to tighten it up and get focused. And that is exactly what they did. And they had fun and enjoyed the game while playing it as well. Just keep the passion, team, as we go on the road against the Tennessee Vols. The game will be at 6:30 p.m. Central on ESPN2, as well as right here on ESPN 1400 AM with the voice of the Crimson Tide, Eli Gold. I'm hoping for another shutout, but I'm not expecting it. I think we might have a score like 28-16, Bama. That is my prediction. So until my next episode, God bless and roll tide.
Here comes the boys from the south. Boom! Here comes the boom. Ready or not, ha ha! How you like me now?
Thanks for tuning in for the BAMA C Show. Be sure to tell your friends and family to tune in every Saturday at 6:56 a.m. The BAMA C Show was created and is written by Daniel Mahon. Remember to visit BAMA C on Facebook and like his page, as well as subscribing to his YouTube channel. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great day, and roll tide roll. Good morning and welcome to the BAMA C Show. Thanks for tuning in. The Tennessee Vols sure didn't have it together for the majority of the first half, but I will let BAMA C fill you in with the highlights. So tell us, BAMA C, how was the game?
Hey, Bama fans. It was a great day in Tennessee for the game. Then again, any day that we leave the Vols in defeat is a good day. But seriously, here are the highlights. Cooper runs 80 yards into the end zone for the first possession touchdown. But Griffith misses the point after. But we come back on our next drive possession, and Cooper makes his second touchdown. Griffith makes that one. Yeldon rushes into the corner of the end zone from the 1-yard line, making a touchdown for his own. Eddie Jackson grabs a fumble caused by Ragland near the 35-yard line, and Sims, on the possession, tucks the ball and runs for the end zone, getting a touchdown. And at the half, we had a score of 27-10, Bama. In the second half, Henry gets a touchdown by rushing 28 yards into the end zone, and at the end of the game, we had a final of 34-20, Bama. That first half was awesome, but I think the defense started to, get relaxed in the second half and allowed the Vols to score 10 more points, which Saban mentioned Tuesday about it and was not happy at all. But I am glad we left with the W. But at the same time, our next game is away, and it is in LSU's Death Valley. We have a bye week this weekend, but our guys have got to be able to clinch that LSU game without doubt or hesitation if we want to stay in this playoff. Hope everyone has a great weekend and watches some SEC games. Auburn will be playing Ole Miss. That should be an interesting game to watch. I know you don't want to hear it, but I hope Auburn beats Ole Miss. And the reason I say that is so that when we go against Auburn and beat them, that will cancel out our loss with Ole Miss in the playoff poll. Keep the faith, Bama Nation. We got this. Until my next episode, God bless and roll tide.
Ready or not, here comes the boys from the south. Here comes the ready or not. How you like me now? I say, here comes the boom. Ready or not, here comes the boys from the south. Boom, here comes the boom. Ready or not, how you like me now?
Thanks for tuning in for the BAMA C Show. Be sure to tell your friends and family to tune in every Saturday at 6:56 a.m. The BAMA C Show was created and is written by Daniel Mahon. Remember to visit BAMA C on Facebook and like his page, as well as subscribing to his YouTube channel. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great day, and roll, Tide, roll. Good morning and welcome to the BAMA C Show. Thanks for tuning in. BAMA C had been getting anxious while watching the other teams play their games without the Crimson Tide in the lineup. But with today's points, here is BAMA C.
Hey, Bama fans. It was a bye week, but now the rest is over, and we are going to Death Valley to face LSU, and hopefully we will see some traditional Bama football, like we did at Tennessee, but playing a full 60 minutes and not just for a half of a game. Our guys have gotten stronger each game this season, and 3 of our next 4 games are going to be our toughest, and we need to be all in so that we can come out with a W and win out the rest of the season, clinching the SEC championship and the playoff game. I am so pumped and ready for our guys to be the first team to have the honor of raising the playoff trophy. Just keep encouraging our team and inspiring them to be and do their very best every game. We hold our own destiny for this season now that Auburn and LSU both have beat Ole Miss. And on a side note, I think the whole thing about the Opelika Auburn paper posting the picture of Treadwell breaking his leg on the front page was disgraceful. And if I had any say in it, I would suspend their SEC NCAA press pass. I would suspend it for the whole rest of the season so they can't get any more pictures. Maybe that will teach them to show more class. And if they want to continue being heartless, the editor and his photographers can move to California with all the other backstabbing no good, sell you for $1 if it means a good shot for them jerks. Okay, anyway, I'll stop rambling now. The game will be on CBS at 7 p.m. Central, as well as right here on ESPN 1400 AM, with the voice of the Crimson Tide, Eli Gold. Hope you will tune in and listen while your TV is on mute. It is much more enjoyable that way. Somehow, Vern Lundquist has a way of getting under the skin of the Alabama faithful. Until my next episode, God bless, and roll tide.
Thanks for tuning in for the BAMA C Show. Be sure to tell your friends and family to tune in every Saturday at 6:56 a.m. The BAMA C Show was created and is written by Daniel Mahon. Remember to visit BAMA C on Facebook and like his page, as well as subscribing to his YouTube channel. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great day, and roll, Tide, roll. Good morning and welcome to the BAMA C Show. Thanks for tuning in. I could not remember the last time I thought I needed anxiety medicine like I did watching this game. But with the highlights, here is BAMA C.
Hey, Bama fans, this game was a real nail-biter, and I am sure many of you were yelling at your TVs like the players could hear you. But it was an edge-of-your-seat event in the last minutes of regulation and in overtime. Now, let's get to the highlights. Cooper makes the first Bama touchdown with 5:40 left in the second quarter. Eddie Jackson catches an interception, giving the ball back to the Bama offense. And Griffith makes a field goal from that interception for the points. And at the half, we have a score of 10-7. In the second half, Griffith makes another field goal to tie up the game. And in overtime, DeAndrew White catches the ball in the end zone for the touchdown. And at the end, we stood victorious with a score of 20-13, Bama. I must say, our defense did an awesome job keeping us in this game. Our offense, it didn't seem like, woke up from their nap till half of the fourth quarter was over and started making throws finally in overtime. But I digress. We at least got the W. Now, let's make sure we are ready for Mississippi State when they come to Bryant-Denny. This is our house. We will be truly tested. The Bulldogs have a very good team this year, and we need to be on our A game all 60 minutes of it. The game will be on CBS at 2:30 p.m. Central, as well as right here on ESPN 1400 AM with the voice of the Crimson Tide, Eli Gold. Hope to see you at the game. Until my next episode, God bless and roll tide.
The fire let us burn tonight and turn the heat up, my soul ignites. Consumed by the fire, let us burn tonight and turn the heat up, my soul ignites. Consumed by the fire, let us burn tonight. Let us burn tonight and turn the heat up and burn tonight. Forever we burn tonight. And turn the heat up, we burn tonight. Forever we burn tonight. Turn the heat up. Stop, drop, roll. I'm on fire. Come into my house and I'll set you on fire. Stop, drop, roll. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Stop, drop, roll. I'm on fire. Drink from my cup as much as you require. Stop, drop, roll. I'm on fire.
Thanks for tuning in for the BAMA C Show. Be sure to tell your friends and family to tune in every Saturday at 6:56 a.m. The BAMA C Show was created and is written by Daniel Mahon. Remember to visit BAMA C on Facebook and like his page, as well as subscribing to his YouTube channel. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great day, and roll, tide, roll. Good morning, and welcome to the BAMA C Show. Thanks for tuning in. We had Mississippi State, and man was that a game in the final minutes. But I don't want to take it from BAMA C and spoil it for you. So, here he is with your highlights. BAMA C.
Hey, Bama fans. It was a blowout in the first half, but I had a feeling Mississippi would come back in the second half. They usually do, but let's get to the highlights. DePriest and Tomlinson sack Prescott in the end zone for a safety, striking first blood with 2 points. Griffith makes a 36-yard field goal. Nick Perry makes an interception, giving us the ball back. And Cooper makes a touchdown after an awesome catch on the run, fighting off a defender. And Henry rushes into the end zone, breaking the plane for a touchdown. But the refs called it a fumble. And after review, it was proven to be a touchdown. And at the half, we had a score of 19-3, Bama. In the second half, Cyrus Jones makes an interception in the end zone for a touchback, Yeldon made a touchdown, and they lined up to go for two, but was unable to convert it for the points. Landon Collins made an interception, keeping Mississippi out of the end zone. And on the last play, Mississippi tries to do an onside kick to give themselves the ball back. But White jumps up, catches it, and wraps the ball up in midair, landing on his back. And with 15 seconds left in the game, Sims took a knee and ended the game with a score of 25-20, Bama. We have West Carolina next for our homecoming. It will be on the SEC Network at 3 p.m. Central, as well as right here on ESPN 1400 AM with the voice of the Crimson Tide, Eli Gold. I hope you will tune in and watch, listen, or both, and cheer for the Tide. Until my next episode, God bless and roll Tide.
Is that all you got? I'll take your best shot. Is that all you got? I'll take your best shot. Is that all you got? I'll take your best shot. Is that all you got? I'll take your best shot. Is that all you got? I'll take your best shot. I'll take your best shot. I'll take your best shot. Is that all you got? Well, it's alright. It's alright. I'll take your best shot. Is that all you got? Well, it's alright. It's alright. I'll take your best shot. Is that all you got? I'll take your best shot. Take your best shot. Take your best shot. Is that all you got? I'll take your best shot. Take your best shot. Take your best shot. Here comes the ready or not. Here comes the boys from the south. Here comes the ready or not. How you like me now? I say. Here comes the ready or not. Here comes the boys from the south. Here comes the ready or not. How you like me now?
Thanks for tuning in for the BAMA C Show. Be sure to tell your friends and family to tune in every Saturday at 6:56 a.m. The BAMA C Show was created and is written by Daniel Mahon. Remember to visit BAMA C on Facebook and like his page, as well as subscribing to his YouTube channel. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great day, and roll, Tide, roll. Good morning, and welcome to the BAMA C Show. Thanks for tuning in. I was in shock for the first quarter, but I will let BAMA C give his take on it. Let's hear it, BAMA C. How was the game?
Hey, Bama fans. It was a surprising first quarter, and the fact that the refs gave a touchdown to Western Carolina when it was obvious he didn't keep possession of the ball all the way down, and it hit the ground with his hand without his hand around it, really upset me. But thankfully, Kirby Smart and Saban lit a fire under the defense and woke them up from their nap to end the crap shots Western Carolina was throwing down the field. And our offense followed after and started making plays themselves. So here are the highlights of the game. Cam Sims makes the first Bama touchdown. Gunnar Rayburn makes a field goal. Henry rushes straight up the middle, dragging defenders into the end zone with him for a touchdown. Tyron Jones runs in for a touchdown of his own. Henry, on 4th down and 1, runs and makes it to the end zone untouched. Henry catches the ball on the 4-yard line and runs, then jumps into the end zone untouched for his 3rd touchdown of the night. And at the half, we have a score of 38-14, Bama. In the second half, Rayburn made a second field goal, and Nicewander made a great catch finding the corner of the field and running it in for the last touchdown of the game. And at the end, we had a score of 48-14, Bama. All in all, it was a good game once our players woke up after the first quarter. We have the Iron Bowl up next, and we have got to start that game with our head in it from the starting whistle to the final whistle of the game. Just like we did with the Mississippi State game, let's make a difference in this game too. Make this stadium shake like it did with that game. Make Auburn quit from the headache that we give them from our cheering for our Crimson Tide. The game starts at 6:45 p.m. Central on ESPN, as well as right here on ESPN 1400 AM with the voice of the Crimson Tide, Eli Gold. We are on the precusp of the playoffs. Let's knock Auburn out fast and rise to the prize that is the dynasty of Alabama. Until my next episode, God bless and roll tide.
Thanks for tuning in for the BAMA C Show. Be sure to tell your friends and family to tune in every Saturday at 6:56 a.m. The BAMA C Show was created and is written by Daniel Mahon. Remember to visit BAMA C on Facebook and like his page, as well as subscribing to his YouTube channel. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great day, and roll, tide, roll.